right. For the first time, we are doing YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and Instagram Live. So can my internet take it? Let's see, because I gave Spectrum a call and said, crank it up. Crank the internet up. Let's get it going. Hey, goddesses and enlightened men. I'm Abiola, and this is Goddess Temple Sunday, our 20-ish minute blast of inspiration, motivation, and transformation to set your week off right. All right, my loves. Greetings, spiritual love coach. All right, so I see goddesses over on YouTube, and YouTube, the setup is not ideal, but we'll work it out. It's okay. Goddess Danielle is here. Greetings, Goddess Danielle. Greetings, Coach Roz is in the house. Yes. Goddess Atia Bush Baby is here, and Goddess Rochelle is here. Hello, 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 my loves. I hope that you had a beautiful transition into autumn in our part of the world, in the part of the world, at least where I live. It is the autumn equinox, where we have just moved into another cycle, another season. And especially for my spiritpreneur guru goddesses who are in the room, we got some fire coming, goddesses. So spirit is calling on me to step up, and I in turn am calling on you to step up. And so that is why today's topic is, are you watering yourself down? Are you watering down who you really are? Facebook, let me try to, Facebook is like looking up my nose here. Let me see. Give me a sec. All right, Facebook, for now, you're going to look up my nose. Or come over to Instagram or Facebook at Abiola TV and get a better view of what is going on. So yes, we have a very, very powerful season ahead of us. As you can see, there's a lot going on in the world, and there are people who are in need. Goddess Danielle, Goddess Allison, Goddess Rochelle, Goddess Dawn, Goddess Imperfectly Perfect, Goddess Atia Bush Baby. There are people who are in need of your light and your magic. Are you ready to give it to them? I believe that you are, but it doesn't matter what I believe. Do you believe that you are ready? Do you believe that this is your time? Do you believe? Let me know in the comments. Are you ready? Are you ready to crank it up? Are you ready to do this full out? Are you ready to stop shrinking? Stop playing small. Stop holding yourself back. Are you ready to play on a bigger scale, a bigger stage? Are you ready to show up for the people who are waiting for you? Goddess Dawn says, yes, yes. Good morning, Imperfectly Perfect. Yes. Goddess Allison says, I am so ready. Yes, it is harvest time, my loves. It is harvest time. And so let's clear the energy. Let's clear some energy, and then let's shift some energy, because we're not watering ourselves down anymore. All right. If anybody in your life put them on notice that if they have been showing up for you, Goddess April says, yes, if they have been showing up for you because they are enjoying your watered down self, they better get ready for 100 proof. Who are you at 100 proof? It's harvest time. It is 100 proof time. It is time for us to show up fully and show out. So let's clear the air, let's clear the energy, and let's talk about the fact that we are no longer watering ourselves down, all right? So I'm gonna just start with just 7 tones. And as I've explained before, unfortunately, I haven't figured out the tech part yet of making the audio sound the same to you as it sounds here to me. When I listen to it on playback, it's different, but it's okay. Because right now we're gonna just tune into the energy of spirit, the energy of Mother, Father, God, the Most High, that the universe that has brought us here together in this healing circle today. And we're gonna just tune into the sound of love. the most powerful sound in the universe. What does it sound like to live in love? What does it sound like to walk in gratitude? What does it sound like to be yourself unapologetically? What does it sound like to move toward who you were born to be? The you that you were before you even were. What does it sound like to know that you are divinely inspired and divinely connected? What does it sound like to love yourself and love your life? Take a deep breath. And let's begin with gratitude. And so right now, we are in a circle of sisters. I want you to see yourself and I want you to feel the energy of the women who are here in this circle with you. Look at the goddesses on your right. Hey, goddess. Look at the goddesses on your left. Hey, sister. And I want you to see yourself and see all of us as we are extended around the globe, here together on this beautiful and blissful and blessed Sunday morning. And we begin with gratitude. We begin with just saying thank you, thank you, thank you. The most powerful prayer that anyone can ever pray. Thank you. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, Universal Energy. Thank you, Universal Spirit. Thank you for bringing us together on this beautiful Sunday. Thank you for blessing us with another chance to do it all again. Thank you for having us have the gift and the ability to connect with other like-minded souls and beings. Thank you. We are so grateful and so excited about this new season of life. We are so excited about these wonderful, exciting, new, big ideas that you're putting into our hearts, putting into our minds, putting into our spirits. And we know that you would not be giving us these ideas without giving us a path. And so we say thank you, thank you, thank you, as we learn to walk by faith and not by sight. And for this, we are so very grateful. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. All right, goddesses. Yes. All right. So let's get started. Let's get started because it is harvest time. It is harvest season. I wanted us to jump right in. Hello, Chef Amira. And so I pulled a card for us to begin from my self-love cards, my Sacred Bombshell self-love cards that you don't often see me pull from because I'm still getting to know this deck. These gifts come to me as a download, and then I have to get to know them the same as you do. And so the card that I pulled is actually what inspired our conversation today. There it is for YouTube. There it is for Instagram. And here it is for Facebook. And it is the Stop Pretending That You Are Powerless card. It is a self-love note. And as you can see at the top, it has the Adinkra symbol, Gie Name. So that's why I'm wearing these earrings. And this symbol means, but for God. That's what this symbol means. It means that everything, there's nothing outside of universal power and universal spirit and universal energy, including your gifts, your talents, your wondrous things that you are wanting to create, your programs, your books, all of the things that you are feeling like, okay, I need to create this stuff. I need to birth this stuff. So what's the problem? The problem is that from the time that we were little girls, right, little humans, we have been taught to shrink, taught to play small, taught to water ourselves down. Let me know how you were taught to water yourself down. I will share with you several different ways, and the well-meaning people who raised us, bless them, they were just learning from somebody else that was learning from somebody else that was learning from somebody else. Goddess Only K77 says, you make me cry every time. We were all just taught to shrink, to play small in order to be acceptable, right? This weekend, I saw the movie Napoli Ever After on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, starring Sanaa Lathan, definitely go see it. And one of the first ways that in that movie and in life that a lot of girl children, me included, were taught to play small was our hair, right? Watering down our hair, shrinking our hair, trying to make us small, trying to make us acceptable, trying to force us into a box. Uh-oh, Instagram just went out. What happened on Instagram? Instagram, I don't know what just happened. All right, okay, Instagram's back, right? And so it's so funny because someone said to me on Twitter, I think I blocked them. They were like, I don't understand what the big deal is. It's just hair. And it's not just hair. It literally if when you are a girl child, right, you come into the world bright and sunny and happy to just be, and you are taught that, someone has to put a hot iron through your hair in order for you to be presentable, in order for you to be lovable. Let me get Facebook together. Then what do you learn? How do you move through life? How do you walk through life? How do you show up as your full self? How do you ask for your full rates when you're pricing your business? How do you show up fully and full out? And I know that so many of you are watering down your message because you feel like, okay, I've got to make it acceptable. I've got to fit it into this box. Goddess Hillary says, yes, I was taught to be meek and mild. Absolutely, Goddess Hillary. So was I. I absolutely was taught, I know that a lot of people were taught, children should be seen and not heard. A lot of people were taught that, what are little girls made of? Sugar and spice and everything nice and all of these things. And, we're letting all of that go right now. We are letting all of that go. I want to share with you a quote by Anais Nin that you may have heard before, but I think that is really relevant for this lesson. And the day came when, all right. It's all right, y'all. I'm going to work out the technology by next week, but right now we're just flowing. And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. And the day came. Is that day for you today, my love? Because I know today is that day for me. Goddess, yes, M.E. Jackson says intelligence. Yes, absolutely. Strengths, not weaknesses. And that's the thing, that usually the ways that you were taught to shrink, to play small, to hold yourself back, those are your superpowers, right? So for those of you who were taught that, maybe you're not presentable or that you're too loud. I'm a loud person, right? I talk big, I talk with my hands, I'm from New York City, I'm a loud girl, right? For those of you who, and not a day goes by when I'm with my beautiful family, when they're like, why are you screaming? I'm like, I'm not screaming, this is how I talk. Like, y'all haven't figured that out by now. I want you to realize that this is that day for you. If you feel like you've been trying to stay in your comfort zone, when it comes to your message, when it comes to the things that you have to say and the things that you have to share, what I need you to realize more than anything is that your comfort zone is not comfortable. It's not comfortable. Your comfort zone, which is comfortable for other people, is not comfortable for you. Because it is a denial of the majesty of you and yourself and your message and who you really are. You at 100 proof. And so that is what we want right now. It is that season. It is that moment where 100 proof you is showing up at the business, at the barbecue, at, wherever it is in your relationships. Have you ever played small or dumbed yourself down for love? Let's talk about it. Let's bring it out, because how we do anything is how we do everything. If in your relationships, whether it is with your friends, whether it is with your partner, your lover, whoever you have, if in your relationships you feel like you have to pretend to be someone other than you are, stop it. Let it stop today. Today, we are letting that go. The comfort zone is not comfortable. The comfort zone is not where we want to be. All right? And so what is it that we want? What is it that we want? We want to play full out. We want to show up and show out. We want to stop shrinking, and it begins with just beginning. That's why YouTube, my people over here on YouTube, that's why you're sitting here looking at this broadcast and looking up my nose, because I haven't fully figured out the technology of like having the YouTube and Facebook. And I know the technology, but I have to get additional tripods and whatever, which I'm ordering from Amazon today, right? But me saying, okay, I've got to wait to be able to do that until this happens and that happens is a form of playing small. You begin where you are. You begin with it being imperfect. The willingness to take a risk, the willingness to do it imperfectly is a superpower that I want you to be able to begin with today. If you're waiting for things to be perfect to launch, if you're waiting for things to be perfect to put them out there, if you're waiting for your body to be perfect to put yourself on camera, if you're waiting for your love life to be perfect in order for you to be able to move forward, you're going to remain stuck. You're going to remain small, because how we do anything is how we do everything. And so it starts with little baby steps. It starts with, okay, I don't have a tripod yet for my iPad. It's going to be on the way, but for right now, it's going to be what it is. It starts with you saying, okay, what is the minimum viable product that I can put out? If it is your courses that you're launching, or, you doing videos like this, or whatever it is. Start with where you are, and not tomorrow, but today. What is it that you can do today? Because tomorrow never comes, right? We know that. It's always tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow. I'm going to start tomorrow. Whether it is, okay, I'm going to get fit tomorrow. I'm going to have the perfect love life tomorrow. I'm going to have the perfect business tomorrow. I'm going to show up and be perfect. No. Allow yourself, as this beautiful sister over here, she has the perfect name on Instagram, Imperfectly Perfect. Allow yourself to be your beautiful, imperfectly perfect self. Yes, Goddess Me Jackson, be beautiful like you. Be beautiful like you. Be powerful like you. Be talented like you. Be magical like you. Be skilled like you. And here's what I want you to do if you have relationships with people who you love and you care about, that you feel like you're squashing yourself down to be in those relationships. I want you to put folks on notice. And I'm also giving you permission, again, like I've said before, you also have permission to block people, if you feel like you can't be yourself online because of your family members or whoever. You have my full permission. Block them, block away, because your message is more powerful and more needed than you being afraid of what your parents or your grandparents or your auntie or whoever is going to think. All right. But here's what I want you to do. If it is your friends or your family or whoever it is, I want you to call them as soon as we're finished with this broadcast, not text them, call them and say, hey, I just wanted to just let you know something. You may not be aware of this fact, but I've been shrinking. I've been playing small. I haven't been my full self. And it's harvest time. It's harvest season. And so what you're going to be getting from now on is me full out. What you are going to be experiencing from now on is me at 100 proof. What you are going to be dealing with, living with, loving with from now on is the me who is no longer pretending that I am powerless. And so if that's a ride you want to ride, if that is a path you want to take, if that is where you are wanting to go, then you can continue to ride together. If not, then I'm sorry to tell you, I love you, I care about you, but here is where we part ways. Because it is dangerous for you to shrink even just a little bit. Even just a little bit each time. It kills your soul. Have you had those moments where something so exciting happens and you're thrilled about it, and maybe you share it with a friend or share with somebody you care about, and they say, oh, okay. And they don't have the same level of yeah that you did coming into it. And you feel like just in that moment, your enthusiasm for your own gifts, for your own whatever, dies just a little bit. That's toxic. And so we're not doing that anymore. And so that is why you need to put folks on notice. And I'm not saying go cut off your whole family. I mean, do what you got to do. I'm not saying cut off your whole family, but I'm saying that you have to protect your magic. You have to protect your power. You have to protect your strength. And I'm not doing it anymore. And I urge and encourage you to not do it anymore either. You know, and there, like I said, it started happening long before we were aware of it happening. There's so many levels and layers of how we shrink down and play ourselves to be acceptable. You know, it's funny. My mom was telling me that, you know, because a lot of people in my family, when I was growing up, they called me Abby, which now like makes my skin crawl when somebody calls me Abby, because I have like all of these associations with it. And my mom told me that she never wanted me to have a nickname. She wanted me to have the name that she named me. But a family member, you know, aunt or cousin or someone, a family member started calling me Abby. And so my mom just went with it. And it's like, dude, you're my mother. You named me, like, you know, but my mother was taught to be small, to shrink, to go along, to get along, to be acceptable for other people, like your mother probably was, like their mothers before them, right? And so we honor them. We honor the sacrifices that they've made. We honor the ways that they tried to teach us to be acceptable because they love us and wanted the best for us and wanted us to be able to go along, get along, fit in, move ahead, all of those things. But the beauty of their sacrifices, the beauty of the sacrifice that everyone made who came before us, is that we do not have to do it. We do not have to do it. And there's a way to do it with love, you know, but the fact is that most of us are just not doing it at all. You know, a couple of months ago, I was at a family wedding in Queens, and one of my aunts, you know, she saw me and she immediately like started like smoothing my hair down, like, and I actually didn't even like tell like my immediate family and friends about this, because it was honestly like the 16th most offensive thing that happened that day. But anyway, you know, and so what I could have done, what I should have done, was lovingly and gently taken her hands out of my hair and said, you know, I'm good, auntie, you know, thank you. But I didn't do that. What I did was I went and sat and felt bad and felt sad and felt like, okay, you know, I need to go to the bathroom and like fix my hair and pull myself together and be acceptable and be presentable and be watered down and be small and shrink. And that kills your soul. That kills your momentum. That kills every single level of why you were born, especially for my tribe of goddesses who are watching this, because you are light workers. You are creative beings. You are women who were born to change the world and change this earth and change the planet. And if your energy is being spent on being presentable, being right, fitting in, being people pleasing, all of those kinds of things, if that is where you are spending your energy, and I am your soulmate client, I'm missing out on your gifts. I'm missing out on your magic. And so right now, instead of being focused on yourself, I want you to connect right now with there is someone right now who is waiting for you to get it together. There's someone right now who is wanting to buy your books, your programs, your projects, come see you on stage, the things that you have not yet birthed. But there's someone somewhere who is saying, oh my goodness, I wish that this kind of music existed, or this kind of book, or this kind of speaker, or this program, or this meal, Chef Amira. You know, there is someone right now who is waiting, who is hungry, who is starving for your magic. And so I want you right now to connect your energy with that person. There are many of them, but let's just right now, I want you to connect with one. That one person who somewhere, somehow has been waiting for you to step up, has been waiting for you to stop watering down yourself, has been waiting for you to stop watering down your message, has been waiting for you to stop shrinking, stop being acceptable, stop playing small, stop trying to be perfect, stop avoiding risk, stop hiding in the comfort zone. And I want you to say to that person out loud, I'm ready. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. And it's on its way. It's on its way. This is my time. This is your time. This is harvest season. I am ready. Connect your heart with theirs and let them know that the books, the programs, the albums, the projects, the speeches, the songs, the dances, whatever it is that you came to birth for them, I am ready. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I got it. I got it. Give me a moment. I'm going to get it to you. I've got it. We are connected. And I'm going to create for you something so exciting, something so brilliant, something that is going to shock me, something that is going to shock, I know it's going to shock you because it's going to shock me. And I apologize that I have been hiding, but I didn't know any better. It was what I knew how to do. I am sorry that I was shrinking. I am regretful. No. Let's take that back. That doesn't feel right because we're living with no regrets. I am no longer shrinking. I am no longer watering myself down. It's going to be coming at you 100 proof. And I hope that you are ready because I am ready. Hit the share button. Hit the share button so that your audience knows that this is the time, that this is harvest season, that you are now stepping into your power greater than ever before, that you are no longer playing small, that you are connected, right? Connected to the source of all that is, that you are no longer pretending that you are powerless. You are no longer pretending that you don't know what to do. You are no longer ashamed of who you are. You are no longer ashamed of your power. You are no longer ashamed of your magic. You have woken. You are rising. You are ready. And this is your time. Let's affirm it. This is my time. Yes, this is your time. Yes, Goddess says, I am awake now. Yes, the spiritual love coach, Goddess Giovanna says, I am powerful and accept my power with pride. This is my time. Goddess April says, playtime has officially come to a close. Yes, it's harvest time. This is my time. Yes, let them know this is your time. time. This is it right now. This moment is our eternity. You're not promised tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. This is it. This is it. And so all of those plans, all of those things in your notebooks and on your charts and your graphs and on your hard drive, this is your time. This is the moment. This is the moment. And for my spiritpreneur goddesses, I got fire coming for you. So I need you to step up and take full advantage, because this is your time. We got no more time for waiting. We got no more time for pretending. We have no more time for any of that. Any of that. The world is moving forward without your gifts, without your talents. And as I told one of these goddesses who's here in the circle, I'm not going to call you out, but as I told her, when you feel like, oh, that was my idea. Oh, I wanted to do that. Oh, I was the one who had that idea. Well, you didn't act on it. And the universe said we needed it. So the idea got passed on to somebody else. So if you're tired of seeing your ideas get passed on to the next person who is ready, step up. Step up, show out. 100 proof. All right? 100 proof life. Who's doing it? Who is living at 100 proof? We're going to have a 100 proof week. I got a lot of exciting things planned for you. I am so very excited. I can't wait to see the magic that you create when you stop watering yourself down, when you show up ready to play, when you are ready to take even baby steps, small steps toward who you really are. And I look forward to meeting you, who you really are. I look forward to meeting your fearing less self. Yes, goddess, yes, fearing less self. You moving in your power, you moving in your strength, and you being the person that you were born to be. It's going to be an incredible harvest season. I am ready. I hope that you are ready. It's going to be thebomb.com to take it old school. Yes. And I'm looking forward to it. Have a beautiful day. I am excited. Tune in every day this week. Exciting things are happening, and you are ready. This is your time. I love you. I adore you. And let's do it. Let's do it together. Ready? Yes. All right, goddesses, be seen, be heard, be a movement. Namaste, goddesses. Yes, this is your time. All right, Instagram. This is your time. All right, we got YouTube. This is your time, YouTube. Yes. And my sisters on Facebook, I couldn't see your comments, but I'm going to read them after. Oh, Coach Ross says, I feel the fire. Yes. Goddess Asa says, yes. Goddess Danielle says, this is my time. Yes, she is ready. Goddess Shade says, allow, perfect never comes. This is your time. Yes, we got this.